fish on.
All right, there you go.
You know how to cane pull them in real quick, huh? Yeah, that's probably keep them. Get that 6 feet of line, come to the floor with him. Come on, reel him up. Get him on boat. Terrible. There you go. Reel down a little bit more. Beautiful fish.
Beautiful fish.
Of course, Sergio's playing in the bag instead of.
Well, we're over here this morning to get some speckled trout using Artificial's saltwater assassin. And while I'm messing around, everybody else is catching trout. But I'll get there. It's Fishing Adventures Florida, and we're back here in Griffin's, Louisiana. And of course, I got our favorite captain, Captain Gage, with us today. He's taking us out. And I got my sidekick today, the kayak man, Don, the big fisherman. And we're trying to do something different today. We're going after trout. Gage says, let's try something different, which is a great idea. And we're working some areas where the old oyster shells, you know, the points of islands, and just a little different. I mean, you know, we do a lot of red fishing in Louisiana, but people don't realize too, it's a haven for speckled trout. Again, it's amazing that they let you keep 25 trout a day in Louisiana. You wonder how the stock doesn't go down. And Gage, it must be just unbelievable that this can happen, that you have this many trout.
Yeah, we have, this is the Barataria Bay estuary. It's nothing but bays and lakes inland, and we hop, skip, and a jump from the Gulf. We just have the breeding grounds, the spawning ground. I mean, we get a lot of little trout that come in and grow. We don't hold them long, so we're not known for monster trout like the edges of the Gulf, but we're known for numbers of keeper trout, medium, small trout. You come down here in the summertime, around when the shrimp is in and all, and when the bait's in, you fish them. We'll fish them. But then when they leave, well, we go back to redfish.
So when is the best time if you wanted to come to Louisiana to trout fish?
No earlier than May. You know, into April, May, June, July, clean through the summer. We can put you on a few trout. You know, weather permitting. I mean, my choice to come out here today was the wind's laid down. We've got a great incoming tide. You get too much wind, you know, as y'all can see, we just slithers little islands. We'll have 3-foot waves here in dirty water. We won't catch a trout. You know, we'll turn it into a redfish trip. The conditions was right today to come look for them, so.
As soon as it hit, as soon as it hit, I mean, it just hit.
That's a good
that
trout.
saltwater. Two? No. Hey. Get away from that pole. There you go. All right. There he comes.
Nice.
You got him?
Yep.
All right. Dumped here, or is this natural? or
So
what?
some was natural that used to be islands that are now washed away to hard shell piles that we know a lot of it is man-made oyster reefs. Usually marked by pickets. Some stuff is secretive, some stuff's normal, but this is an old pile I've been fishing a long time.
Now, who puts these pipes up?
Fishermen, oyster fishermen mark their reefs with pipes, and this is fishermen that mark that little pile just so you can get a bearing off of it.
Okay. But this is a bigger area? I mean,
Oh
how big
yeah,
of an
it's
area
all
would this
around the
be?
boat right here, but there's magic right where you're throwing.
Yeah, he got one right there. Yeah, that was pretty close to the boat, Gage.
Right?
So far, outside of those markers.
That's right. The school line moved over a little bit. That happens. That's right. They don't hang around.
That dolphin's on you. Put him in a boat. See what he does. Let's see what we got.
There's that saltwater assassin shrimp. Beautiful. Yep. This is what we're using. We're using a real light jig head. And I got about 30 inches of leader from the 4 Horsemen popping cork. And I just like this color because it looks so natural for here. It's got just a little bit of kind of reddish glitter in it. It looks like a shrimp. It's got the little tail of a shrimp. And if you think about it, that's what they use down here all the time for the trout and redfish. So that's why I picked this particular design and this particular color. And it's working very good. It's caught already quite a few trout. So we're gonna give it some more shot. Let's see what happens. The whole secret to it is how heavy of a leader are you using?
That's 20, but usually you go to 12 with trout. I mean, you want light. If this water was clear, like it's stained right now, I'd have 12-pound tests on per leader. And light jig heads, 1/8 ounce, 16th ounce jig heads, you want that bait to jump up and down, want it to look lively. One other thing with the constant popping, noise and motion of the bait. 20-pound leaders. Yep, you can get by with that because the water's stained. Usually this water will get black or like a green tint to it. You better be using the right lighter leaders and fluorocarbon and all of that, but we got to deal with what we got today. We got stained water.
You go, baby.
That's right. Bring that trout in here.
Side hooked. Yeah, he's too small. Got some shoulders to it.
Definitely a trout when it comes splashing on top of the water.
It comes to the top. You see it go down, you want to catch.
Swing him in, big fish.
that's a
Swing him
good
in, don't
fish.
play. There we go. Now, catch another one.
That's a good fish. That's some green right there.
He hit it right there. Okay. Right on the edge. Right there. He's a little one, but he's a trout.
On the floor. On the floor. See what it is.
Another trout. Right there. That's my saltwater assassin going to work. Look at that baby. Super. Oh, there you go.
Yep, I was right. To the right of it, they moved.
Got him?
Got him.
Yeah, just short. Good boy. Got him? Go back. Put it right up.
You gonna put this one back?
Yeah.
Got some other nice fish. Although this is a beautiful little baby fish. We'll make babies.
Grow up and make babies.
Got him, Sergio. Set the hook.
Right there, boy, as soon as he hit the water, he hit. As soon as they hit the water. Now, I took out about 1/4 of an inch off the head of that shrimp.
fish.
That's a keeper.
Put him on a float. Good fish.
Now, one of the things that I did here, because I kept getting a lot of short strikes, and Gage said it, I trimmed a little bit of the head off the shrimp. I made them a little shorter, and there it is. Using saltwater shrimp. All I did is I just trimmed a little bit of this piece off right here, make it a little shorter, so I wouldn't get as many short strikes. There you go. Got him right in front of us.
Oh, that's a nice trout.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful.
And he was right in front of the boat.
Oh, darn it.
That's the 4 horsemen
Let
shrimp.
me get out of your way.
The boom boom shrimp. Made by the same man that makes the carp.
That's right. 4 horses. Come on, babies. I know you're there. Let's bite. Let's hit that saltwater assassin shrimp. Come on. I know you're hungry. All right. Good job. Nice fish. Woo! All right. Way to go, John. Nice fish. I'll get up here. There we go.
All right, I just landed in.
Hold him towards you, towards me. Yeah. I want to be able to see that. Yeah. There you go. Back there, a bunch of bait. Oh, I got another one right there. Throw in there, throw in there. They're right in that little spot. I see a bunch of bait. I just got one. So they're sitting right there, right with that little redfish. Right there. Yep. They're little, but they're trout. Yeah, this one just got him right in the lip. There we go. Good release.
Sergio, you and I need a double.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm letting the current take me out past that ripple and bring it back across. He's on there, 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 he's on there. Feel the little bait jumping? Yeah. A whole bunch of bait off this little point right here, right where I got this fish. As soon as they hit the water, he was on. He's a little one, but he was on.
Small trout.
Real small. They're not big. There you go, you just hit it again. They're hitting it like crazy.
You're liking that
All right.
shrimp.
They're liking that shrimp, I just can't get them to
Using
take
a
it.
glow 4 Horseman made by Aaron Pierce. Oh,
Before I bring it to the light.
what does he look like?
Nice.
All right, get another one. You don't have to go that far. You on?
Okay, what I'm gonna do here, okay, because I'm getting too many short bites, I'm gonna cut about that much of the saltwater assassin shrimp. So maybe, because I'm getting too many short strikes, that way they'll take the hook. Apparently, they're grabbing the tail and not getting to the hook part. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna get it now a little bit more,
Perfect.
so they'll have to swallow this hook whether they want to or not. Now I made it a lot smaller, see? And you can see some of the bites in there. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if this helps a little bit. I mean, I'm getting the hits. It's just... There you go. You got him?
Yep.
All right.
Double.
Floor, don't play. There you go. On the floor, on the floor.
I'm going to show that to
There you go.
Right there. I'm using my saltwater assassin shrimp. This is Fishing Adventures Florida. We're back in Louisiana with Captain Gage, and my co-host today is Don. And let me tell you, we had a great time. Today's idea, and we told Gage right up front, no shrimp, strictly artificial bait. We used saltwater assassin, the shrimp, and we used a couple of the 4 Horseman shrimp, and that's all we did all day. All the fish that we caught on this show was with artificial bait, just to prove a point. Everybody thinks, oh, you got to Louisiana, you got to use that big shrimp, pop it on a cork. Yep, we used the popping cork, but we used artificial bait. And Gage, you did a good job, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it.
Yep, we had the right winds this morning, so we came out and tried the trout bite. It worked out pretty good on a few reefs, a couple hard points, and followed up with a couple reds at the very end just to prove we could catch them on some boom boom shrimp and some bass
Saltwater
assassin.
assassin. That's
Yep.
right. So we did it. We did it. Watch
All
the
right.
show. Great.